Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. Alhamdulillah, in this occasion, I was able to be here through this online base. I hope we will be blessed and glorified by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My hope is that the call that I will present can be benefit of all of us. Amin. Ladies and gentlemen, as it is known that Ramadan is approaching, and it is known that fasting is one of the greatest acts of worship and the best practice of obedience. And the fast of Ramadan is the highest and obligatory fast for all Muslims. Allah declares that the practice of fasting is for Him and Him directly, who gives multiple rewards, determined by the gate of heaven, and those who fast are called to enter will not enter heaven through that door except those who fast. We should know before the fasting month of Ramadan arrives. This is clear as a basic principle when we want to achieve goals perfectly. In this case, we get as much reward as possible for Ramadan fasting. We must never allow things that destroy the rewards of fasting Ramadan and even break or ruin the fasting of Ramadan. As the advice of Prophet Muhammad SAW in his words of welcoming the fasting months of Ramadan, he said, "Whoever fasts in the month of Ramadan with full of faith and hope, his fastings will be forgiven. If it has entered the month of Ramadan, the doors of all Jannah will be opened, the gate of Jahannam will be closed, and the shaitan will be shackled." There are several things that must be considered so that the fast that we run is avoided from things that ruin fasting or from things that cancel or reduce the reward of fasting itself, so that the fasting service of Ramadan that we carry out will get a lot of rewards, and rewards that are abundant and multiplied. The things that invalidate the fast of Ramadan, first is intentionally eat and drink. But if it is done because of forgetting, the fast is not ruined. Eating and drinking during the fast of Ramadan can only be done before dawn and after sunset, as it is said in Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 187. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وكلوا واشربوا حتى يتبين لكم الخيط الأبيض من الخيط الأسود من الفجر, and eat and drink until the white thread of dawn becomes distinct to you from the black thread of night, then complete the fast until the night. Eating or drinking for someone who forgets does not break the fast. It is reported that the Prophet Muhammad said, narrated by Bukhari and Muslim, "Whoever forgets that his condition is fasting, then he eats and drinks, then let him complete his fast, because it is Allah who provides the food and drink." The second one is having sexual intercourse during the day or jima. A husband and wife who deliberately have sexual intercourse between dawn and sunset means breaking their fast. The husband and wife are obliged to replace their fast outside the month of Ramadan. In addition, they had to pay one of three options, which was to free a slave, or if they couldn't, they had to fast for 2 consecutive months, or if they couldn't, feed 60 poor people. And the number 3 is inserting food by an object. It can be any object, and this includes filling injections and blood transfusion for people who are fasting. The number 4 is ejaculating in a conscious state because of masturbation, touching, kissing, or other reasons on purpose. As for ejaculating because of wet dreams, do not invalidate fasting due to accidental discharge. And the next one is menstrual and childbirth blood discharge. When a woman finds menstrual blood or the childbirth blood, invalidate her fast, either in the morning or in the evening before sunset. Narrated by Aisha, we women were ordered to replace the fast that was abandoned, but were not ordered to replace the prayer that was abandoned. That is why when we have menstrual or childbirth blood discharge, we have to replace the fast that we miss during the Ramadan. But we don't have to replace the fast during Ramadan for the prayer. And number 6, intentionally vomiting by removing food or drink from the stomach through the mouth. This is based on the words of the Prophet ﷺ, whoever vomits accidentally is not obliged to make a qada, while whoever vomits on purpose is obliged to qada. The next one, the second to last, is crazy. If someone suddenly goes crazy while fasting, the fast is cancelled. Fasting is compulsory for Muslims who are adult, have common sense, and not subject to obstacles. And last but not least is apostate or murtad. If someone leaves Islam, that person's fast is automatically cancelled. What is included in the category of apostasy is denying the oneness of Allah or denying Sharia law. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, fasting is assured. If one of you is fasting, then do not utter the T words and do not act stupid. If someone harasses him or disturbs him, let him say, actually, I am fasting. In this month of Ramadan, we not only endure hunger and thirst, but we also restrain our passion from doing nonsensical or useless action. Hopefully, our acts of worship are accepted by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala and we will become righteous human beings. Hopefully, this short lecture will be useful for all of us. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.